Some very important news coming in right now for Indian sports fans. We're hearing that the Indian Olympic Association will be returning to the Olympic fold. An announcement to this effect is expected very shortly. Remember, India had been suspended over clauses in its the Indian Olympic Association's constitution, which the IOC believed were not strong enough to fight corruption. That suspension resulted in 3 Indian athletes currently participating in the Sochi Winter Olympics having to play under the Olympic Committee's flag rather than the Indian flag. The first time that's happened in Indian Olympic history. A major announcement expected very shortly on India returning to the Olympic fold after being suspended for failing to meet the IOC's anti-corruption standards. We're going to be hearing from our correspondents who have some more details on this in just a few seconds from now. But that big story now breaking. Shivani Gupta from our sports desk joins us. Shivani, something that Indian fans have been hoping for months, Indian sports fans, but perhaps a bit too late for 3 athletes currently in Sochi.
It is a bit too late for not just these 3 athletes, Pierre, very late for a lot of us. It really shouldn't have taken this long in the first place. But the good news as of now is that the executive board committee meeting is on in Lausanne, where the IOC has just taken this decision. An announcement of it officially will be made in another half an hour or to 40 minutes from now. But we can confirm to our viewers that the suspension of the Indian Olympic Association has been overturned. In fact, the IOC has also said in the meeting that they are quite happy with the way things have turned out in the elections that were held on Sunday, and they thanked India for finally coming around and actually accepting the guidelines and the code of ethics that the IOC had laid down. So all seems to be quite cordial right now. At the executive board meeting in Lausanne, the decision has been taken and it will be made official very soon. And it's a huge day for Indian sports and also for people who've been fighting to get tainted officials out of the IOA. It has taken more than a year, which is by any stretch of imagination, a long time. We can't take anything away from the fact that the IOA did everything in its power to resist the changes that the IOC had asked for. That is a given. But now finally, today, the ban is going to be overturned, the suspension is going to be cut short, and the Indian flag will be hurled at the closing ceremony of the Sochi Winter Games, which is what is the promise or the first target of the new body was. And we learned that, yes, that's going to be possible now. The Sochi Games run for another 10 days, and the Indian flag, the 3 athletes at Sochi will be able to use the tricolor on their jerseys and will be able to walk out in the closing ceremony with the Indian flag. Yeah.
I think that's the best possible outcome for those 3 athletes in Sochi. They may not have walked into the games with the flag, but they'll certainly be walking out of it with the flag unfurled before them. But it of course comes a bit too late for one athlete in particular, Mukul Keshavan, who had been... All right, I'm sorry for that interruption over there. We're joined on the phone line by Rita Abraham, an athlete who's spoken out about this suspension and particularly the Indian Olympic Association's role in all this. Good news for India, but perhaps a bit too late for the athletes in Sochi. Ms. Abraham?
Yeah, being a founder member of Clean Sports India, we applaud the efforts of IOC and its members in bringing about most of the reforms that we have been demanding since 2010. And we are hopeful that, we're really glad that the IOC has, immediately taken action and they have revoked the suspension. Having said that, we will, however, continue our demand, for the following reforms that have not yet been incorporated in the present IOA constitution, like age and tenure, and IOC's recommendations of a smaller executive committee, and also the general body, which is consisting of 188 members, with such a huge number. I don't know what kind of, concrete decisions that they can take. So we will keep following up, and we wish the new team all the best, and we hope that the athletes of the country will be benefited, and more and more medals will be won at the international level.
All in all, an avoidable controversy if only the Indian Olympic Association had got its act together on time. Ms. Abraham?
Hello? I can't hear you.
If you can hear me now, I was saying this was a completely avoidable controversy, wasn't it?
Yes, it could have been avoided, but the organizations like the IOA and the other sports federations have been at it for such a long time, and nobody has questioned them as to what they've been up to. And now that this has come out in the open, and everybody is aware of what is happening in the Indian Olympic Association, it is sad that we have been suspended for over a year. But in a way, it's good that it has been kind of clean now, and we hope that the athletes will be benefited from this.
Ms. Abraham and Shivani Gupta, our correspondent, many thanks for getting us your perspectives on this story. Heartening news for Indian sports fans in general, I should say. The Indian Olympic Association will now be returned to the Olympic fold, and the Indian athletes in Sochi can leave the games with the tricolour unfurled above them. We're going to take a short break on that happy note.